Correct, correct.
Yeah, and have you interacted with any of these folks from the past summers?
No, I haven't had the opportunity as yet, no.
But you're working closely with the management of Continental Airlines to develop this program.
Right.
And how many people do you think you're going to be able to recommend? The full 25 at some point?
Well, actually, we're looking to recommend at least 60 candidates, and then, and so basically how it works is Wednesday, April 8th, we're going to be at the Elizabeth campus of Union County College. We're going to have on-the-spot interviews and applications there, and that would be from 2 to 4 p.m. and 6 to 8 p.m. So once we find a group of anywhere from 60 to 75 candidates, we would then recommend them to Continental for the second round of interviews, which would be with the direct management. And the person would need to bring a form of ID and their resume.
I was just going to say, is April 8th the only day they can apply?
Correct. That is the day. So if this is something that interests you, you'd have to make it a priority.
To be there on April 8th.
Yeah.
It also shows a commitment from the individual. They want to be there on April 8th.
Right.
And what should they bring again?
They need to bring a form of ID. Could be a license.
Photo ID?
Yeah. As well as their resume.
So they have to bring a photo ID. They have to bring a resume on what they've done either in school and or any other job-related issues they've done.
Correct.
Would you help them with the resume before then? I mean, would the Retail Skills Center give them pointers on how to do a resume?
By all means, if they want to come through and make an appointment, my number again is 908-355-4444, and I'd be happy to do some counseling.
Now, have people at this early stage, Ann Julie, expressed an interest in this yet?
Definitely.
And they're being told that they have to come back on April 8th to Union County College? Or did they get in ahead? Did they get an application in early?
Well, actually, what we're going to do is we're going to stick to the April 8th commitment. So if someone is interested, they really need to be present Wednesday, April 8th. And that, again, that's from 2 to 4 and 6 to 8.
What happens if it gets swamped in this economic climate? We may find a lot of 18 to 24-year-olds who are looking for this opportunity.
Well, maybe we could use your help, you know.
Put barricades out there or something. I mean, because you see some of the job fairs around the country, and especially some of the ones we've held, they're getting long lines.
Yeah.
You
know what? We're probably going to have to. I'm glad you mentioned that. We're probably going to have to develop a backup plan.
Yeah, because if we cut people off, that may be you know, more hurtful than it is helpful, especially if they show up that day.
Right.
And say at 4 o'clock, just because you're in line, you can't go.
Yeah.
Somehow we'll have to either take their names or something and contact them. But, you know, just something to consider. I want to thank you for taking the time to be on the show and all the work that you do with the Retail Skills Center.
Oh, thank you, Mayor.
We appreciate your efforts in helping some of our folks get to work, and especially the job opportunities that you create. Because we've talked about the Retail Skills Center for years. And one more time, that number.
It's 908-355-4444.
For Ann Julie Fernandez and for Jonathan Phillips on the first part of the show, I'm Chris Bolwage. We'll see you next week on another edition of Our City.